so that when I pull this thing off, Jimmy doesn't turn into a freezy pop. Because I'm going to make him hold that line. And all we're going to do is pull this engine apart and wait for that one to cool down so that we can pull the piece of shit out of there and put the good one in. Jamie will have a smoke break, and a few minutes more he'll have another smoke break. And he doesn't use it again.
That's what Uncle David said.
So you can turn that part off the tape. So it'll take us a day to pull the engine and swap it out, and we'll be done. Part of the wiring harness. So once I pull the harness out, I'm just going to unbolt that.
Turning wrenches.
Yeah.
That you just stole from me?
Procured. Procured.
Where's this
one? And unplug that one, that way we know. And we got to make it long enough. That was my mistake, is I didn't make the strips long enough that I could fold it back on itself to fold it, because it kept falling off. I pulled the throttle, the clutch cable already. Let's pull your.
Assumed I'd never need them again. Actually, I threw them away because Christina told me to.
Threw them away? Well, she was.
Hey, there isn't that much inside the car, so tag the car and hope. Yeah. How do you unhook these things?
Don't unhook them. No. There's a little pop driver sometimes in the squeeze, and it's just it just pops out.
Okay.
You push this down.
There it goes.
You push this down.
All right.
When we put this in your car, it may not line up the same as it does in this car, so we have to know by number, because this one may be over here, it may be over here like this. And if you try to connect them, whatever, you know, I doubt it will be, but you have to plan for contingencies. As long as you get it. And I really wouldn't be surprised if driving around like me with no AC.
I don't use it that much anyway.
Sentra SE, the SR20 engine one. It's like, well, you know, the first thing is this thing's bling-blinging on 17s. We got to put the stock 14. Because you may get some trouble with the local magistrate, but it probably had 150 horsepower. So that was pretty quick. By air conditioning.
What?
You don't know that song?
No.
Black Sabbath song. Starts off with him like, stop. You were born 12 years after the fact.
Yeah, I need to get the ignition coil. Yeah, no, that one's master cylinder. I'm leaving these. What are these? Rounds? This one should be okay because they replaced it right before the crash. I was not looking forward to that.
Yeah, Thanksgiving one, like a year ago. Along the buy a turkey and going to retarded turkey. Cowboys! Go. He's like, Cowboys. You know, he's like a real sad scene. He's like pushing it away. Cowboys. Cowboys. And then like you see the turkey walk away at the end, like the last scene, he says, Cowboys! This thing's insane. I can't do it. I'm like, dude, take it. You're easy. You know, you just put the engine in the car. You're going to blow it before you get a chance to really use it.
I showed Steve that video of the RSX.
Yeah.
That's just a ground?
Yeah. The engine needs a couple grounds on it. There's usually one on the transmission and one on in the end.
I found a guy online who said he was willing to buy it for $250.
Two of them.
Hmm?
You got one here too. Funky little bung weld there. Bing bong. Bong. Boards, last I heard, where people were line 8, 10 mil.
Anywhere.
It's for lights, probably. It does go. It goes into here.
Does it have a thing going in and a thing going out?
I'm sure. It probably comes out through here and into something.
How do you get this stupid ass thing off?
What is that?
Oh, wait, I got it. It just wouldn't. It wasn't coming. That's all.
See. Hello.
What are they again?
Headlight. This is high beam. This is low beam. Really dirty one is high beam. The essence of unbolting.
You gonna try to use the side skirts?
Yeah, I am. It's because. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Christina. But it's okay, because.
Down to the Outer Banks.
Huh. Car's going up. Should we block the wheels or something?
Put them up on the block. And then,
And get it. Because mine is. It's bad. There's pretty much no hope for it.
who cares if I fuck up the frame? It's neat for good. Come on, my son. Dope. Now's where we
Just figured to take the whole thing off the hard way. How does this come off?
Does it? Do you need to? Does it really need to?
It's got wires running through it. Where's the other? Yeah. So I can use the hoses off of this engine then.
You might be able to.
There's a clamp down here underneath the engine that was dropped.
I'll pick it up.
Oh, you got it? Okay. Oh. Okay. Never mind.
Every bicyclist's best friend, the Tri-Allen.
This thing is as old as a car is. There. Wait. Battery sits on, and it's also where the ignition coil is connected.
So what are you going to do with the old engine? Connect it right back in here, right?
No, battery. All right. Good.
It's funny how that works.
Huh?
This connection, so this harness is the engine harness, can go by itself.
Cool.
So you just disconnect that right there.
What is that?
Just this is for the negative ground. Just put.
Could we kind of leave off?
You know what that goes to.
Yeah. So,
We know what that goes to. Makes less, as much as possible. See, the problem is that this whole box is the same. And if you fuse the boxes the same, then we don't have to transport it. Sensor heater.
no.
No, it's not used. We're going to have to reuse it. Let's see where. I need to find the place. This one goes to here, obviously, but there's a wire that comes out of here. I need to find where that one can disconnect. I guess you're probably going to need all that, too.
Yeah. What did I mark? What number did?
Makes an ass out of you and me.
I'll number this car with letters instead of numbers.
That's fine. This is just bolted there underneath that. So all I'm going to do is pull that out. We know we're going to have to transfer the whole thing over later.
Yeah.
You disconnect the positive lead from the battery terminal so that the engine harness becomes its own little piece by itself, like so. So that when we pull it out, we'll be able to do the engine faster and not have to worry about all the wiring. Jamie can worry about that later because it's going to take him a while. That's why he has that car too.
Yeah.
Because this car is going to be inactive for a little while until you get the harness figured out. But we'll be able to transfer the engine over as much as we can, which is the hard part. Auxiliary batteries!
Nice.
That way control your the fuel, it hooks into the system to figure out how much fuel it's supposed to be put in. It's like the diagnostics. Keeps everything running.
Nice.
I had to use my manual and sit there, and this goes here, I think this goes here, and based on the numbers that I put, I matched up. I looked up the number of what I had.
On this page,
Yeah,
isn't it? That's the only thing in here for vacuum diagram. I guess I should get like.
No, it's all it's in there. The lines might be in a different place.
Okay, this is gold car. That's the thermostat.
Yep.
Did you label all these little wires when you did it? Did you disconnect a whole bunch of wires from here?
Yeah, there was a wire there and up here on the engine, and I got those. I marked it as trans and engine.
I don't think you unplugged it.
I haven't done anything on the engine yet.
Okay. That might be into the no.
I thought I remembered seeing an empty connector somewhere else.
Headlight assembly bolts.
These at the engine. Try to pull everything at the engine and not at the thing.
Okay.
That way we can label it easier. Not at the thing.
Okay.
That way we can label it easier.
Plumbing pipes. I noticed it.
Steve is a pussy.
Going back down into the.
That's your returns.
Okay, and this is the main
Fuel
one right
goes
here. That's
into-
the fuel filter.
Alright. Well, you should be able to unhook that from the top.
Okay.
There. That would do the same. Now, we really need to purchase more. Now, where's the return line? You can always do it. This is your fuel pressure right back here. Pretty broken shit over here. That's not good. So this looks like there was something going to it and it's broken. So see where it goes on your engine. We might need to reuse that. You'll know when you put it in and start it up. You get a code, and you got to track the code down, and you hit oil pressure sensor deactivated. Like, oh, that's what that is. I hope. You can do like that.
Is that gonna squirt?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Hello.
Watch out. great lines are what's filled with the power of the fluid.
Okay, good. Stay.
Firewall,
Okay.
maybe easier.
I can't get one of these connectors off, or these
One.
clamps. It's one of those stupid squeezy ones where you need the pliers.
Why aren't you using pliers?
Damn.
You make a spark and it goes BOOM! You don't know what happened. It's cool. Don't like it.
Some of the hoses are like this, they just will not come off.
I wish we had this in smell-o-vision. I love the smell of gasoline in the morning.
It smells like gasoline.
Like gas. One time. Oh, not gonna do it. Okay.
Alright, this is...
CB joint. Not good thing. Rubber. What? Eroded by gas.
I just pulled this thing off of that over there, and I don't want that.
Leave it. We can put it back later.
Okay.
Make sure you know which it is and mark so that we can.
Over there, underneath the throttle body.
Fuel pressure regulator.
Something smells like...
Gas.
Yeah.
Fizz Ed.
Smells like...
Will that smell? Albert Duval. Takes off in a couple layers of skin. It's all good to go.
I need to take off the,
Baba, champ.
Oh
yeah, that's good stuff.
I need to...
Ho ho ho. Home Depot.
Damn, it's dripping.
Dripping, that's pouring. Let's just burn it off.
Yours is just kind of coming out. This thing is flowing. Look at that. Anybody got a match?
Why do I feel like this is the beginning of a Darwin Award?
To me. So they used to pull things.
Ah.
Needle nose.
Mu-
Pull them out. Put them right back in. That way you don't lose them. And that's it. You're done. I'm still dripping gas here.
Yeah, there's a big-ass puddle.
I know. We need to rinse.
Hose?
Yeah. Because it's still coming out. I don't know why this system's more.
The ones that are...
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know exactly how. Could we stick like a screwdriver in there and pry them out?
Unbolt this bolt right here.
Oh, loosen the tension.
No, you can just take that bolt off.
See it
One of them's a ground.
Yeah, I see one with a ground on it, but I don't see the second one. I just see this one.
That one and the other one right here. 1, 2.
Okay.
Back.
Actually...
Behind here and down here. What are we gonna get to? This hose. My balls in your mouth. Keep working.
Alright.
Don't stop walking. Don't worry. What I'm doing over here. Even though I've driven an RS America. My good friend who's in the Formula 1 with me. The M5 and the Z8 are both the same engine. V8, 400 horsepower.
Yeah, wasabi. Wasabi.
Wasabi!
So it's in there, and at the loss of one person's hand and a whole lot of time, it's in there. And now we just need to hook up the entire car again, and then we're done. I pried one of the discs off with a crowbar, and then I got the hubs off with the big ass wrench, which I got from Home Depot. And then after the hubs were off, most of the other junk came off pretty easily. We pulled the axles out. Then we, what happened next? We disconnected every single hose, wire, and clamp, and all that crap. We hooked up the engine left, and then pulled the other engine out. And once it was out, we dropped it over there. This is over the last 2 days, so we didn't do this last night. And we got that engine out, and then we went over there and we took that engine out of there and put it in here.
So you have to keep the old exhaust manifold?
What are these? Oh, I know what those are. Okay, that's that. Ready to move. So if I can't, then I'll take the parts out back. No one wanted to use it all this time. I don't have them. So now, the car has wheels again, and hello.
You all have fun.
Yep. So now we just need to hook up all the wires, all the hoses, all the little cross members, all the steering components, all the driving stuff, everything on the inside of the car, and run wires all the way to the back, and finish with the brakes. And you see, we're almost done. So right now we're going to push it out of the way because I'm sick of working on it right now.
Great.
Okay, let's push this thing. Wait, I have to hose it from here back.